Welcome to Nature Therapy Online. Hello there, welcome to Nature Therapy Online, Season 1, Episode 7. So, I can't believe how fast the weeks are going here. I can't believe we're on to Episode 7 already. I'm sat here with my little Whippet Euro in the attic, where I usually record the podcasts, and I've been pondering about change quite a lot, about the changes in nature and how fast they happen without us noticing. You know, it's such a common thing, isn't it, when you talk about the weather and the seasons with people, for people to make the comment, do you know this year's gone by so quickly, hasn't it? Do you feel like the year has gone by quickly? I do. I always do. And yet, sometimes noticing the very things out in nature which are the mark of change are the things we notice the least. It's almost like we think back to the events that have happened in our lives and we put little markers on them. Like, this is the week that, this year lockdown happened. I mean, that's a huge one, isn't it? This is the week that I changed my job, and this is the week that, we went on a little day trip somewhere. And I wonder how that's been for you this year, because it's been such a strange year in that respect. Do you still feel like the year has gone quickly, or does it feel like it's gone a lot more slowly than usual? Because we're so used to making the events that happen in our lives the signifier of life going by and life changing. And I want to invite us to find another way of doing that today, actually, because one of the most powerful things in nature therapy can be recognizing and deliberately inviting into our life the acknowledgement of the constant change that is going on all around us. In nature, everywhere, it doesn't matter where you live. It's amazing how quickly things change from day to day. And we cannot notice these things really easily. So, I'm kind of looking out the window here, and I've mentioned this before. I think it was on the second podcast, of one of the most simple changes of the sky. I mean, like, how much is that changing each and every day? We get used to it being light and then dark and these clouds coming and going. Every moment is this completely unique moment, and nothing reminds us more of that than nature. And I think, for me personally, part of living a happy life and a joyful life is in acknowledging the beauty of the moment, of how change is going on all the time. We're never the same thing. We're never having the same moment. Our bodies are changing, our minds are changing, and if we keep an open mind, our opinions and outlooks on things can change as well. I actually really like that. I want to invite you to do a little exercise with a camera, with your phone. And I want you to go out sometime this week. I want you to find a view that you really like. A view that has as much from nature in there as possible. I mean, I know sometimes, when we're living in the city, we might, feel like we're lucky to find a tree, and that's fine if you can find a nice tree and maybe a shrub somewhere in the view as well. That would be great. And just spend some time looking and tuning into all of your senses one by one. So maybe relax, take a deep breath, lower your eyes to the ground maybe, Even close your eyes if you feel safe and not too self conscious. Take a deep breath and tune into how the place feels. Open your eyes and really take the scene in. Take a photograph of it. And then what I want you to do is to take the photograph home, pop it on your computer, or just keep it on your phone, however you want to store it. And then remember this spot. Because what I want you to do is revisit it next week, and the week after, and the week after that, and track it 3 more times. So 4 times in total. And bring it home and look at the changes and see how you feel. Maybe make some notes about how you feel looking at those changes. That's what I'm going to invite you to do. There's one task involving photography. And the second one I want you to do with the same picture. And that is, when you take it home, have a look and ponder on any things that you didn't actually notice when you were there. So have a look around in the picture, and I guarantee you there will be things you didn't notice. Why am I more able to see this on an image than in real life? I want you to also ponder on, and I think this is a really big one for, the life that we live right now. I want you to ponder on how it felt to be there compared to how it feels to look at it as an image. And what are the differences? What's there when you're in a scene that isn't there when you look at something on a screen? And they're your tasks for this week and the following weeks, But I don't want to end quite there just yet. I want to talk a little bit more on this topic of technology and computers and social media and all of these things that are so incredibly useful. I've had a very, very strange relationship with computers and the internet and social media in general. And it's actually only recently I've found reconnected, I guess, with the app, with just how incredibly convenient some of the programs that are available on the internet are. I mean, the things you can do now when you want to build a website or start a podcast are just phenomenal. Life, it can be made so much easier than it was even 10 years ago, let alone 20 or 30 when we weren't even using the internet. But something that I have really noticed in myself, in going through a phase where I need to use the internet more, because I've really been on a detox for several years, because I got to a point in my life where I felt like social media was actually damaging my mental health. I just want to ask the question: how much do you use the internet, and do you feel like you're in control of your internet use? Probably a lot of you are, and you're saying yeah, and that's great. That's really great. Good for you. And like I say, I'm not a technophobe, but otherwise I wouldn't be here recording this podcast. But I just want to bring that invitation to you as you're exploring nature therapy and ecotherapy more, to just question sometimes when you pick up the phone: could I be even just looking out my window right now? Would that be better for me right now, actually? And I'm just going to leave it there for now this week. And And I want to let you know about my free ebook, which you can get on my website at naturetherapyonline.net. It's got 50 tasks in there that you can do to improve your connection with nature. It's totally free. You just download it on the website, and while you're on the website, if you're interested in nature therapy in general, and that's something that you feel you'd want to develop in your life further with a professional ecotherapist, then that's what I'm there for also. So you can say hi. It'd be nice to hear from you. And I want to say, have a great week. Bye bye. Visit me online at naturetherapyonline.net.